Hey everybody, KeyPlayer61 back with you again. As you saw in the last video, these Kratky beds are empty, and we're fixing to do something about that. But what I thought I would do is go over with you about the mix of the nutrients and how I fill these beds back up. Kind of explain to you a little bit how I go about putting the order of the nutrient mix in the beds, and also found a pretty good way of cleaning these out. I know everybody has different ways, but we dumped all the nutrients out of these things. What I did basically, what was left in them wasn't very much anyway, but I just used a wet vac, and I just vacuumed them out real good, cleaned them out real good, and just took the nutrients and just dumped them in my outside garden beds. Kind of give them some little taste of some good. But primarily, what I'm going to do today is show you how I mix this stuff, and there's a million different ways of doing it. That's just the way I do it and how much I put in these things. Each one of these beds are about 28 gallons. And with 28 gallons, you're going to need, for lettuce, you're going to need 56 grams of 41838, the master blend. And you're going to be putting this in first. You want to put this in first, and you want to mix it thoroughly first. And then once you got that mixed good, we're going to go with the 28 grams of Epsom salt. We'll do that next and get that mixed in real good. And then last but not least, you want to put your calcium nitrate in. This from what I understand, and I found out from a very reliable source, that it's best to mix it in that order, because if you don't, you can get a nutrient lockup. So you don't want that to happen. And since I've been doing it that way since I discovered that, I've noticed that the calcium nitrate, that I was having so much trouble getting it dissolved in the 5-gallon buckets for the Dutch buckets, is virtually no problem at all. It just mixes right up, just, you know, no problem. So evidently there is something to that, and it seems like plants are doing better and everything. So I mean, before I didn't realize there was some kind of, you know, order that this stuff needed to be done in, but once I found that out, and I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Brock Hughes for giving me that invaluable information. He actually talked to a fertilizer company, I forget which one, but anyway, that was he posted a video on that. So if you want more information regarding this, then go over there on his channel. It's the Brock Hughes channel, Hydroponics guy. Go on over there and check out his channel, and that video is pretty close to the top right there, so he'll give you a little bit more insight on it. But anyway, it works tremendously well. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to start off. I've already cleaned my beds out, as I said. I've already got them filled back up with non-chlorinated water. Everything good to go. Now I'm just going to start off with the master blend 41838. And basically I'm going to take this thing, just make sure your hands are clean. This stuff is dissolving pretty good in a cup of water. Y'all can see my assistant over here, Mr. Pitcher Plant, helping me out over here. In fact, I believe he's trying to get in there and get him a little good. We don't want him to have that. This works pretty good. Just dirty it up in a cup. You can use a spoon. I just use my fingers. And then just pour it out evenly inside the bed. It's a lot easier to do it this way rather than you know, trying to mix it up in buckets and fill it up. Because when you know, time you get through toting, you know, 28 gallons worth of nutrient mix and dumping it in there, and you got a pack like I do, you're not going to do that too many times. That looks pretty good right there. Make sure the cups mixed out real good. Set that aside, and I'm just going to get in there with my hand and just do like a fishtail in the bottom. That way you don't get the water stirred up so bad that you're sloshing it out of the tank. Just dissolve everything on the bottom and get it mixed up real good. Some people I've heard of some people using aquarium pumps, or know, such as that. And you can do that. Like I say, this is just my highly scientific way of doing it. But it works for me. I'm not sure. I kind of like the idea of the aquarium pump deal there, but I haven't tried it to see how well it worked. Just doing it this way, you don't sling it out. It gets mixed up pretty good. You just want to make sure that there's no granules that are not dissolved in there. So mix as much as you can up in the cup before you do this. I don't want to bore y'all with a bunch of hand fishtail and stuff here. Like I say, if you prefer to mix this up, pre-mix it in a 5-gallon bucket or something like that, then that's perfectly fine. Like I said, I'm just showing you the way I do it. And then next we're going to put the Epsom salt in. We do it the same way. Just get your cup of water. How do you think? Just dissolve that stuff as good as you possibly can. And then last but not least, our calcium nitrate. Do it the same way. My helper here is just trying to help a little bit too much. Pretty good. So this kind of motion here, just like a fish swimming. Looks like a fish swimming in the water. Well, you don't sling all this stuff out of the thing. That looks good. I think the plants are going to enjoy it too. Anyway, I hope this helps. Now we're ready to put our plants in there. When you put your plants in, we use the 2-inch net cups on this. And plants are started in rock wool cubes. The rock wool cube is sitting on the bottom of the net cup, and what we usually do is take some Hydroponic clay pellets just to stabilize it inside the basket. And when you put that basket in there, that net cup, you want to make sure that you got your level high enough to where it's coming at least, mind you, at least 1/4 inch up on that basket. I like to try to get it a half if I can, but as long as you got an air gap between your plant and the roots right there where they can get oxygen, because you don't have any air stones or anything in this right here. It's just straight nutrient mix, no pumps, no stones. So it's very important to not cover up your baskets all the way, which with these 1-inch thick styrofoam pads here, you're not going to, that's impossible to bury that thing. So, but the trick is getting it down in the nutrient mix with the thick pads like this. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this. And then once you get all your plants in there, you're good to go. You just got to watch them grow, and that's about it. Simple, easy, and I'll keep y'all posted on progress. In fact, I'll shoot a video after I get these things in here, and we'll let you see what it looks like, and you kind of have a date to go by to see what happens. 15-30 days later, and I think you'll be amazed if all goes well, Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. But anyway, we'll be back with you. All right, everybody, I thought I'd give y'all a little shot of the little stand here. This is my seed starting stand. I've got this down in my basement, and these are the plants that we're going to be putting back in that Kratky system right there. There's various lettuces and greens, and you probably can't see anything inside those right there. I got some little seeds germinating inside them little trays there. And then down here we got all these beans that are just about to run out the door here. So we definitely got to get them in something there. But right there, just a little 2-foot fluorescent light with plant bulbs in it. And then up here at the top we've got the 4-footer. It's got 4 bulbs in it. And then up underneath there you can see there's a heat mat up under there. Of course I don't use the heat mat on the lettuce. I found I have better results if I don't. But I do. I got a heat mat over here on this seed trays there. That's where I started the beans at originally, and before I moved it out from under the low light. And they need a little heat to get them going. But the lettuce, I found I have a better germination rate if I don't put them on the heat mat. Well, it's sitting on the heat mat, but the heat mat is not on, in fact. But anyway, I just thought I'd show y'all that. And we getting ready to put them bad boys in the Kratky. Alright y'all, we're back. And as you can see, we have planted our plants in the Kratky beds. So now it's just a matter of time on letting them grow. And I'll be giving y'all updates on this from time to time to let you see the progress, see how fast this stuff grows, because it does. If you looked at my previous videos, you'll know that. But this is round 2. So we're going to try it again. Alrighty. Here we are, gardening in a winter wonderland. Shot from inside the greenhouse. Gotta take it while we get it. Some people hate this stuff. We kind of get tickled to see it because we don't see it that much down here. But anyway, guys, hope y'all enjoyed this, and hope it was helpful, and God bless you, and we'll see you next time.